For this exercise, we'll look at two passages with 6 blanks each, and each of those blanks can have a preposition. I've listed the prepositions on the right-hand side, so we'll try and match the blanks with the preposition. Try the exercise on your own. Pause the video at this point and see if you get it right. Passage 1. Off the coast of Maine near Bar Harbor, Jacob Knowles shoots his TikTok videos aboard his lobster fishing boat. So aboard is a preposition which means on and is used to refer to a ship or a boat, and it does not need any other preposition here. So for 1, I would like to select no preposition. Mr. Knowles said that during the pandemic, he and his crew began goofing around with TikTok. Goofing around with TikTok would mean that they just started experimenting with it when the pandemic began. So for 2, I would say with. Now he posts nearly daily, diving deep into lobster anatomy and behavior. To dive deep into something is to take a large interest in it. So for diving deep, I would say into. Touting the importance of sustainable fishing practices, right? So he's advertising the importance of sustainable fishing practices. So that's number 4. And showing off his gnarliest catches, including the fanged wolffish. A 5th generation commercial fisherman, Mr. Knowles doesn't offer in-person tours, but he is generous with insider tips. To be generous with means that he shares them profusely. So he has a lot of insider tips to share. So with insider tips on the region which extend beyond where to find a good lobster roll. So his insider tips are not just about places to find a good lobster roll, they also have other aspects. So it's beyond, we'll go with 6. Let's look at the second passage. During the late World War II years, Canada, far from European and Pacific combat, had a relatively strong consumer economy that helped make Chalet Barbecue, the Montreal restaurant focused on rotisserie chicken. That was the specialty of the restaurant. It was focused on rotisserie chicken that Swiss visionary Marcel Moron conceived in 1944. So to conceive is to bring something to life, to imagine something into life. So I don't have to use any preposition here. So 3 will have no preposition. So it helped make Chalet Barbecue an instant success. When the fighting men, the veterans of the Canadian Women's Army Corps and the nursing sisters who served on the front lines returned from overseas, they crowded into the eatery. To crowd into something is to basically pack it and to visit it frequently. So there was a crowd there. They crowded into the eatery on Sherbrooke Street and joined their homefront companions in relishing Chalet Barbecue's bubbling hot special sauce. So they joined their homefront companions in relishing.